新ロブジラ
Grab the crab by the crown, turn it around. It's tag time. We got a nice crisp image of aggregate form Destoroyah on the front, looking rather malicious, rather mean. And then down here we've got Destoroyah, aggregate form, Godzilla 2025. Lots of blood red. Bamco, Godzilla vs. Destoroyah. Movie Monster Series Godzilla Store exclusive. More blood red and a little bit of red ice drink. Side of the tag will be shaped out to Destoroyah's long friggin' football head. And then there's the inside of the tag. Yep. You already know it, since this is a Godzilla Store exclusive. We must double sleeve it. Slide the crab into the plastic packaging where it suffocates and dies so you can eat it. Alright, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is only one of the greatest Movie Monster Series figures that's been released since the 2014 reboot. Yeah, 2.0 Destoroyah is gonna be looking really silly sitting next to this piece of nightmare fuel. First off, these long tendrilish arms that likely become Destoroyah's wings are going to be tipped off in a blood red paint. Both sides will. Actually, my god, look at that crustaceous looking detail on there. You've got thorny, spiky stuff. You've got the shell. You've got the inner workings that allow it to move in movie. These things are quite friggin' detailed. I mean, I know we're not supposed to be surprised by detail on Bandai's vinyl figures, but I can't help it. And now, for the neck. It's going to be featuring that blood red paint as well, but just on the underside. The opposing side, it's going to be the same color as the rest of the figure, and just sporting some really lovely detailing. Look at that, man. We need more dark red paint on vinyl figures. And, you know, switch that around to the backside, and Jesus, look at all that. Very nice. Top of the head will be sporting just a bit of the same. Now, you look me in the eye and tell me if that thing wasn't coming for you and your skin and probably vital organs that you wouldn't piss shit and cum yourself. I mean, the deep grooves, the fantastic 4K level detailing, the paint on the tips over here and on the eyes. This is friggin' sublime, my word almighty. I know Bandai usually does cook a bit significant and extra for these Godzilla Store exclusives, but this is something else. This is a whole new beast. Really glad that Destoroyah's xenomorph-inspired mouth over here actually got painted up. Oh wow, wasn't expecting that to be painted too. Jeez. I'm not sure if the original version's mouth, tusks, and just mouth overall were painted or not. Future Rob, do we have any pictures today? But anyway, we gotta move on from all this horror to the next horror. Not gonna say it. It's detailed and it's got paint. Couple of scuffs on there, but if you saw how the box arrived, FedEx. I'm surprised there aren't more issues with the paint and the figure overall. From there, though, we could take a look at these crustacean claws, and Jesus, tap-dancing mongoloid Christ, look at all of the detail on these things. It's actually quite insane, and I do believe, yes, these, just like the legs, are going to be plastic. Yeah, not vinyl. Articulation spoiler, I know, but look at the details. Look at the details, my word almighty. Yeah, I was not messing about when I said this is one of the best Movie Monster Series figures since the 2014 reboot of the line, because damn. Alright, and now we get to take a look at this, toothial cortex that probably looks like H.R. Giger's vagina. Interpretation of a vagina. We've got those bumpy crustacean-like details going on there. We've got the more movable and probably soft tissue parts of them as well. Honestly, it's just really gross to look at, but it's so nice at the same time. And it's going to be like that throughout all of these legs onto the underside, which will also be detailed. Trademark and copyright Tohoku Ltd. Bandai China. Numbers. Look at the details on there. You know, I was expecting this thing to be, like, a big deal. But I wasn't expecting this thing to cook so supremely. I mean, even these legs have got him, and yes, the all-plastic legs has got him as well. And by got him, I mean the detail. Look at all that, man. The gloss, honestly, just like, it kind of adds to the creepiness factor of all this. It's like, how come nothing but your limbs are sweating there? Mr. Krabs is getting all sweaty again, but dude, look at that. My god. Bandai, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you pulled it off, but I am aware of one thing, though. That apparently Bandai actually helped with the production of Godzilla vs. Destoroyah, and some of the props we saw were actually just toys. Whether those toys got released or not, I don't know. But that's just nice, and I've been spoiling articulation this entire time. Who cares? The other legs on the opposing side are going to look just as masterful and awesome. I mean, look at the details on top of them, bro. That looks crustacean-like, very much so. And I know I'm ignoring the body, but we'll get into that in a hot sec. Just seriously, these legs, fantastic. The last bit of plastic is actually going to be this tail, which I don't think needed to be plastic, but I also don't make figures for a living, so what do I know? It's no wonder this thing was so expensive. It's a hybrid. Vinyl and plastic. And this is what Batman's bat symbol would look like if he was in Doom. Seriously though, the minute details on these plastic parts and even the figure overall are just so ace. So very top notch. And now from there we could take a look at the back of the figure, and this is how I knew this was a new mold, because on the Godzilla collection version, these are much more spread out and the body is wider. And that's as far as we're gonna go, because I don't own it. But still, even with the more softer material, Bandai were able to get quite a lot out of this thing. And credit where credit is due. Destoroyah 2.0 might not have the paint, but if this thing is anything to go off of, look at that! Why is that? What is that? That looks so cool. At least we know it'll be a detail show, and at least we can hope for a Godzilla store exclusive that actually includes all the paint needed. More than likely, probably, I think so. Anyway, size comparisons. Aggregate Demon Dinnerware Destoroyah will be standing at over 5 inches tall when it comes to the head, but slightly over 7 inches tall when it comes to the appendages on its sides. Shokugan, outdated modern day movie, OG movie, Bandai America, Bandai The Godzilla Collection, limited movie monster series Meltdown Godzilla, and Bandai America Fusion series Burning Godzilla, Playmates and CCP, HG, Finger Puppets, SH Monster Arts. I think they look quite good together. Fantastic. Horrifying. This thing is digging itself into my scalp and reading my memories for all of my proper informations that might be deemed helpful for the future takeovers. Alright, so right up front, these crab claw titties are going to be able to swivel all the way around, and they work and look just so great. I just like having them pincing up like this because it looks like he's running at you like... The plastic legs along the sides will be able to do full swivels all the way around. All of them, all 6 of them. Now you know why this thing was almost $40 before shipping. All the articulations. And then you're gonna get a swivel at this tail over here. You'll get swivels at these long appendages over here as well. Just beautiful. Just lovely, but you'd think we'd be done there, right? Bandai's all done. They're not going to give us anything else wrong, because the head will be able to swivel as well. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 points of articulation on a vinyl figure. When was the last time we saw something close to that? I don't remember. I'd apologize and say I was sorry for glazing this thing, but I'm really not sorry that I'm glazing this thing, because just look at it. All of the paint and detail coupled with a lot of articulation really does just make this thing one of the higher contenders for Figure of the Year, and especially Movie Monster Series Figure of the Year, which is going to be a new thing, don't let me forget. Bro looks like he's about to pirouette. Bandai crushing a vinyl figure like this, with all of this articulation, plus paint, plus detail, plus the thing just looking damn near screen accurate, as a Movie Monster Series figure can, it just adds a little bit of sting to that of Destoroyah 2.0's overall final look that we're getting, but we'll find out more about that once I get those in. I've been ShinRobJira. I do so hope you all enjoyed this here review, and when next we meet, it will probably be the Movie Monster Series Burning Godzilla and Destoroyah 2.0, and then later on after that, the Transformers X Godzilla stuff, which who knows how that one's gonna turn out. Could have been better, just like the final releases. Ha! Bye. Grab the crag by the crown. Crag.